Welcome to Chair Yoga. Good to have you here today. My name is Jill Lindstrom. I'm the Wellness Assistant here. Let's go ahead and get started by sitting back in your chair, and I want you to scoot your tail feathers all the way back, sitting up nice and tall. Good. Let's close our eyes just for a moment. Breathing some nice big deep breaths. Relaxing through your body. Being aware of where you're positioned. So think about where your feet are. We're breathing deeply, thinking about our feet, that our toes are forward. Good, and our knees and our ankles are in line. Even though we're not looking at them, we can position them in a way that it feels like they're in line. Breathing nice big deep breaths right into the belly. It's a meditative breath. And then bringing your shoulders back so they feel like they're over your hips, even tipping those ears back just a little bit. And breathing nice big breaths. One more breath here, just relaxing, calming. Good. Let's open up those eyes. Take a big deep breath. Inhale. Maintain that good posture. Exhale. Good. Big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Oh, one more time. Let's inhale. Good. And on the exhale, turn your palms away and push them down and push them back. Stretching to the back. Good. Swing those palms forward as we bring those arms up, and we're going to pat ourselves on the shoulders, keeping the arms parallel with each other so no chicken wings are not out here. And then we're going to lift those shoulders and pat yourself on the back. Good. Now bring those elbows all the way down. We're going to open those elbows out. Big chest stretch here. And bring them in and tap them. Good. So out and in. Good. You got it. Opening through that chest. All right, and then leaving it all the way open here. Big stretch. From this position, start a forward roll of those elbows. It's actually really a backward roll of the shoulder, isn't it? Good. Backward roll in that shoulder. Two more. And last one. Good. Now open it wide right here. Grab the back of that chair. Let's lean it forward. Bring that chin all the way to your chest. I'll try not to yell in your ear or shake your head right here. And bring that head right back to the center. Let's come all the way up. Good. All right, let's work on the middle part of the body. So come forward just a little bit. Good. We're going to sit up nice and tall, and I want you to lean over to one side. Bring it back to the center and release. We did a little of these standing the other day. So we stand up tall, we hinge over a little bit to the hip, and we bring it over. So it's, if we were a belly dancer, we'd be able to isolate those muscles, but most of us aren't belly dancers, right? So we're just gonna move those bodies a little bit side to side. If it hurts your back, don't do it. Good, just a little side to side motion. Good, all right, and then let's make a little circle with the belly. So circle with the belly, it's small to start, and then get the whole body involved and make that big circle. Push the belly forward, push the back back as you go backward. Circling around, making that circle. Go ahead and lift yourself a little bit off the chair so that your bottom is coming a little off the chair with that roll. Now reverse it, reverse it. Good, and sit up nice and tall. Let's bring those feet solidly on the floor. Let's curl right here. Tuck your chin. And then inhale and lift. Bring your back to the chair. Let's bring one foot up. Right here, we're gonna hold it to wherever we're comfortable. Maybe we're holding it way up here. Maybe it's down low. Wherever you are, I want you to kick that leg out. Don't kick your chair, be careful. Kick that leg out. Good. All right, let's hold it right here. Hold it right here. Push that heel forward, stretch your chest up to the sky. That's gonna support your back. Good, now push your toes towards the camera or towards the TV. There we go. And now let's hug it back up. One more little bit. Push that chest forward just a little bit. Ears and shoulders are right in line with each other. Good, let's take that leg. We're gonna hold with the outside arm. We're gonna pull that leg a little bit side and we're gonna turn and just reach. Keeping the spine nice and straight here. And it doesn't have to be a big movement, just a little bit of movement is good. And let's bring it in all the way down. Now let's do the other side. Good, we're gonna hold that leg to where we're comfortable, where we are comfortable, there we are. And then let's kick it out, stretch it out. Oops, now I kicked my chair. You be careful, don't hurt yourself. Good. Stretch it out. Last one, let's hold it out there, push that heel away, feel the stretch in that leg. Good, sit up tall. Are you sitting tall? That's gonna support your back. We always wanna support our back. Good, and then point your toe. Good. And bring that leg as far in as you can, hold it in there. Good, and then let's open it to the side right here. Making sure that wasn't one of you telling me that that I cut my head off or something, and it wasn't. It was something silly. All right, bring those feet out nice and wide. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. Good. So we're gonna rock forward right here. Good. And then I want you to take your right hand and we're gonna reach for the opposite side. Laying your chest a little bit on the thigh, just a little. Now, if you get dizzy easily, you've had glaucoma surgery, cataract surgery, keep your head lifted. I don't want you to bring that head down. For those of you that haven't had those recent pains, then we can curl over that leg. Reaching, see if you can reach behind, or not behind, past your foot. Reach past your foot. Feeling that nice stretch. Good, and then come all the way up. So when you did that reach, did you notice that one part of your bottom came up off the chair? That's okay, but I want you to try to kind of do a little counter pressure on this next one. Try to push that bottom down. So we reach down towards the opposite side. Good, and when that bottom tries to pop up, we're gonna push it back as we reach forward. Keep your chest forward, belly's forward, we're reaching. Feeling that nice stretch. And then come all the way up. Good, now let's do it in the middle. So we're gonna come forward, reaching forward in the middle, one arm or two arms, you choose. Push the bottom back, don't let it pop up, no somersaults here. This is a very hard thing to do because you have to have lots of back strength. So anchor if you need to anchor. Good, let's bring it all the way back. Let's curl, inhale, exhale, sway that back, push that chest forward, lean it forward. Good, inhale, curl. Exhale, sway. Good, inhale, curl. Exhale, sway one more time. Inhale, curl. And exhale, sway. Good. Now let's bring that body all the way up. Let's walk those feet in. Good, and then let's kick it out. Kick it out. Let's come forward in that chair just a little bit. Good, and we're gonna kick it out, but put our back on the chair while we're kicking. Good, one more on each side. Now palms are up. So we're gonna pretend to serve something on our tray. Let's see, it's a nice summer day and maybe we still could find some fresh strawberries somewhere and maybe some little pecan sandies or something yummy as a treat. So here we go, we're gonna reach it forward and bring it back. I have a gal in Pebble Beach who always says, let's serve margaritas. So we serve margaritas. So if you're a margarita person, we can serve some margaritas on our trays too. So reach it forward and pull it back. Good, reach it forward. We're working those tummy muscles and the back muscles. Keep your shoulders, hips, and ears right in line with each other. Good. There we go. All right, one more. we're gonna hold this one forward. Notice the difference in our foot position and how it feels than when we did the wide-legged stretch here. Stretch it forward, reach it forward. You have a fussy customer, can't decide if he wants the pinker or the red or strawberry. I have family members that are like that. Whatever, eat a strawberry, right? Eat it. All right, now let's lift them up. We're gonna throw those dishes way behind. Good, we're gonna scoop up some dishes and we're gonna throw them behind us. Good, all those trays, those plates. Good, scoop them up and we're throwing them behind you. Big reach, big movement. Up and over and behind. If you can't go behind, just go here. Or maybe tip them a little to the side. Good, just one more. Good, now let's everybody tip them side. We're taking those margarita glasses and putting them in the sink. Ooh, they're all breaking, right? Because we're dumping them over. We didn't come here to wash dishes, did we? Nope. All right, and last one. Now, let's reach those arms out and swim them. Swim those arms, stretch them out, stretch forward, like you're trying to get to the other side of that pool as fast as you can. Good. Remember this, the pool is open, you gotta sign up for it. It's really nice. If you've never been in that pool, it's beautiful. All right, last one, give those arms a shake and a wiggle. All right, so for those of you that wanna stay in the chair, you can do so. But for some of us, maybe we're gonna stand up and do some stretching standing. So try to modify the best that you can. Sometimes it's not an exact match, but just do what you can. We don't all have to stand up. We can still work out and get our exercise and our stretch just seated in the chair. All right, so let's put those feet on the floor and we're gonna come over to the side. And for those of you that are watching, you can actually stand behind your chair. I'm gonna come to the side so that you can see what I'm going to do. So first thing is, you keep where you are, I'm right here. We're gonna take one hand, I'm gonna grab my chair underneath, and I'm gonna do it this way so I can face you first. So my arm is nice and extended, I'm grabbing my chair. If I don't have a hole in my chair, I'm gonna grab the top of the chair, or I'm gonna take my hand, putting my fingers towards my thigh and onto the top of that chair. And I'm just gonna turn out, right? Stretching through the chest, standing nice and tall, reaching. Good, so I don't have to grip. I can just put my fingers right at the top of that chair. Open right here, turn your head. Bring your chin down, relax your shoulders. And bring it back to the center. Now let's do the other side. I'm gonna turn away from you here. So the palm is on the top of the chair, the fingers are on the top of the chair, whatever you can reach. And arm is nice and straight and long. We turn, we reach, turn our head with it. Bringing the chin down, relaxing those shoulders. Good, bring it back to the center. Now, we're working a little bit on those wrists here, aren't we? So if you're in the chair, you could be doing little pushes. For those of us that are right here, we're gonna put those fingers on the top of that chair. We're gonna walk in, and we're just gonna lean just a little bit, stretching through that carpal tunnel area. It's not hard, I'm not pushing hard, because that's an area that can be very tender. I'm just doing a gentle stretch here. Just leaning just a little bit into that, stretching those wrists. Good, all right, now let's take them the other way. So take those hands right on the top of that chair, and I want you to bring them down this way, pushing the hand towards the back of the chair. Maybe I'm curling around the chair so I don't fall or slide off. Sticking that bottom back. Good. This is a little bit of down dog, isn't it? Yeah. Now this is one I show you for shoulder relief, right? Because we're not really stretching too much in the shoulder. Good, so we're stretching through that wrist, pushing the base of your palm towards the chair, feeling that stretch, and also stretching through the hips. Good, let's come all the way up. Good. I'm gonna stay standing on the side of my chair, but I want you to stay behind your chair. So we're gonna take one foot out to the side. Good, and let's change that. One foot out to the side, it's the one, I'm doing mine closer to the chair so I can grab the chair. And then the other arm goes out. If you're standing with your hands right here, it doesn't matter what leg you do, right? Okay, I got it. But just in case you're standing like I am, make sure that you have one hand that's close to the chair. All right, so easy peasy right there, right? Because we have all those touch points. Let's do the other side. There we go. Good. It's hard when I'm not watching you to remember sometimes where your positioning is. All right, and bring it back. All right, so we're gonna go back to that other side. We're gonna reach one arm out. I want you to bring the other foot, you got your touch point, the toe on the floor, and then we're gonna lift it right here, and we're gonna sparkle or wiggle the foot and the hand. Good. Building that strength in the ankle, building that balance. All right, let's bring it down, march it out with a wiggle. Let's do the other side. So we tap that toe over, we lift that hand up. Good, if you can, we lift the foot. That means I'm gonna shift my weight to the standing leg. Good, and then I'm gonna sparkle, wiggle my fingers, wiggle my toes. Good, all right, and then bring it all the way down. Good job. All right, facing that chair, I'm turning to the side so that you can see me. We're gonna put that one heel forward, stretching that hip back, stretching through the hamstring, stretching through the calf. Good. And we did a little bit of this yesterday, but let's change it a little bit. So I want you to tap your foot, push your hip forward, look up, and then we're gonna rock it back and push it back. Good. So we're rocking through the hamstring, a little look up, and a little push back. Good, a little lift up, and a little push back. Let's do one more. It's right here. Hold it right here. Good. All right, and then let's put that foot down. Let's do the other side. So put that heel out. We hinge right at the hip, coming forward, and just pause just for a moment, feeling that nice stretch through the hamstring and the calf. Then we rock it forward and rock it back. And I'm taking those hips and I'm pushing them forward, and then I'm pushing them back to feel the stretch in the hip. Rock them forward and push them back. One last one. But hold it here, push that hip back, feel that stretch. Breathe. And then let's bring that foot down, bring it up, march it out. Good. So seeing we did something on one side, you know I like to always do something in the center. So let's just step back a little bit here. And we have a little pressure into our hands, and we're gonna push in and do a cat pose. Sorry, I'm yelling in your ear. Cat pose right here. Good, push those hips back, curl them too. So I'm curling, tucking my tail. Good, and then exhale, sway to your back, a little lean forward. We're putting a little pressure in that arm. Good, inhale, curl. Exhale, sway. Good, inhale, curl. And exhale, sway. Last time right here, inhale, curl, hold. Good, and bring it back up to the center. Now take a step wider. Good. Softness in your knees right here. And we're gonna take one arm out to the side, and I'm just gonna swing it around just a little bit and lean. Good, so I'm stretching into the upper part of that back. I'm reaching through. We've done this on the floor. If you've ever done my mat yoga class, we're just doing it standing today. And then inhale and lift. If you're seated on the chair, you can just take that arm right over your lap and go right over. Here we go. Stretch it here. Good. And then come all the way back to the center. Take one step back, those nice wide legs, and bring it right to the middle. Stretching back in that down dog on the chair, stretching that tailbone back. Feeling that nice stretch. You're looking at the floor, ears are between your arms. You're not looking at your knees, and don't look at me, I'm still here. Good, Now softness in your knees. Push that tailbone back a little bit and lift that hip. One more breath. And let's lift it and walk it forward. Good. All right, very, very good. Okay, so we're still standing behind the chair. And I'm gonna actually stand behind the chair with you here. So I'm gonna be a little bit to the side though. So your chair is facing forward. Good, we're gonna inhale, lift. Exhale, come down to chair pose. Good, now arms can be straight out. Arms could be in prayer. A little bend forward is gonna help a little bit with that spine. So we're building some strength here in our legs. Take a look, are your feet parallel with each other? Make sure that you're not out with your knees or in with your toes. Inhale, let's lift it. Good, bring it all the way up. Good, inhale. Hands together, exhale, chair pose with prayer hands. Good. We could be holding on to that chair if we needed to. Good, inhale, lift. And bring it up. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, come down, hold right here. Good, hold it. And bring it all the way up. Good, all right, now let's bring those feet out wider. I need to take one more breath here, big breath. Good, and let it go. For some reason that made me a little bit dizzy. All right, so take your toes, turn them out just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Good, so the chair's right here in front of you. We're gonna do a little plie, and we're gonna look to make sure that the knees are going over the second and third toe. Good, so come on up. So we're gonna work a little bit on that inner thigh strength right here. So we're gonna come on down and come up. If you need to hold the chair, hold the chair. If not, we're gonna inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down. We're working on that thigh strength. So inhale, lift. Good, exhale, pull yourself in using those inner thigh muscles. Use those inner muscles. Inhale, lift. Oh, I didn't exhale. Good, inhale, lift up. Bring the legs down. My legs didn't listen, did they? And then squeeze them in. One more time, inhale, bring it down. Now hold it right here. Bring your hands out into a cactus pose. This is called goddess pose. If you need to, we're holding onto the chair, opening through the chest, opening through the thighs. Good, building strength in those legs. Good, and then let's come all the way up. So now toes come forward. Let's take a little rock side to side, stretching out those inner thighs we just used. Good. If you want to, when you come over to the side, you could lift a heel, push through your toe. Good. All right. Let's hold it to that one side. Look, my heel is lifted just that little bit if you can. Good, if you can't, it's okay. And bring that foot down. Let's do the other side. Just always do what feels right for you. Modify when you need to. Good, and bring it all the way back to the center. Good, let's hinge right here at the hip. We can hold onto that chair. Stick that bottom back. Try not to put, if your hands are on your thighs, we're not pushing pressure on the knees. Good, and then let's come all the way up. Let's go ahead and have a seat in that chair. Good. All right, so for those of you that can, we're gonna cross the leg over the top of the other. If you can't cross here, we cross at the ankle, but it is not just, it is an active open pose, okay? So we're not just sitting complacent. We're sitting up nice and tall. If you can, now the leg is crossed over. I want you to sit tall, turn your body towards the bent knee, and we're gonna lean forward right here and just pause, breathe. Starting this week, Fridays become the day that we work on the piriformis, which this is what we're working right now, is that sciatic nerve piriformis area. We're just doing a mild little introduction, nothing big today. Let's come all the way up. Let's bring that leg with us, hug it in. Good, and if your leg doesn't go this high, that's okay. It's okay. And then let's bring it down. Now we're gonna come to the front. We're coming center. Trying to lay your chest right on that leg. I don't expect that you're going to get there, but it's the effort that counts. Yeah. Breathe, nice big deep breaths. And let's bring it all the way up. Good. Bring that leg down. Let's do the other side. So we cross over here or we cross at the ankle, whichever one feels better for you. Flexing that foot, sitting up tall. We're going to turn towards that bent knee and we're going to lean into it. Breathe, nice big deep breath. We held a little longer on that side. We're holding a little longer on this side. One more breath. And we're going to sit back. We're going to grab that leg, give it a hug in. Good. Now bring the leg down and we're going to sit up nice and tall and lean forward. Pushing that chest forward like you're going to lay that chest on that thigh. Let's come all the way up and undo. Good. Let's sit back in that chair, stretch those legs out. Good. Stretch those arms out. Maybe it's a cactus pose. Maybe we're reaching up. You know your chair situation, so some of us, the chairs are not as conducive to this type of movement. Good. Bring those arms down. We're going to hold one leg up right here, pointing and flexing that foot. And then roll that ankle, rolling that ankle. If you can get outside today, get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather. It's going to get really hot. So try to get outside, even if you just sit there and feel the breeze and listen to the beautiful birds just for a moment. Get a different perspective. Good, put that foot down on the floor. Let's lift it up. There's lots of places around River Landing that we can sit and just enjoy. Good, point and flex. Making sure we're wearing our sunscreen or a hat, right? And roll that ankle. And roll the other way. And let's put that foot on the floor. Good, sit up nice and tall. Let's roll forward, curl one more time. Stopping here if we need to, if we have any of those eye issues. Otherwise, we're curling over those legs and just holding it here and breathing. All right, and then let's push through those feet. Bringing ourselves back all the way to the back of that chair. The tail feathers stick into that edge right where the seat and the back of the chair come together. Good. Let's sit up nice and tall. We'll just do a couple easy neck stretches, turning that head back and forth. Easy neck stretch right there. And hold to one side. Bringing your chin down towards your shoulder. Bring the head up. Let's go to the other side. Bring it over. Bring that chin down. And then bring the head up and back to the center. Let's lean back in that chair, taking just a few seconds really, maybe 30, 45 seconds, somewhere in there. We're just going to relax, sitting back in that chair, breathing, feeling stretched, feeling relaxed, feeling happy. Closing those eyes, being comfortable in our chair, being comfortable where we're seated. Aware of the sounds around us and just relaxing. on to that relaxed feeling. Let's open up those eyes. Good. Wish I could just stay right here, right? Take that breath with me. Inhale, lift those arms up, bringing those hands down to prayer, right to your heart, right to the center of who you are. Thank you so much for joining yoga with me today. I hope that you feel stretched and energized and ready for a beautiful day. Namaste.